And yeah, I'm just going to start your reading right now for Gemini. So the first card you have for your past is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. I've seen this in your readings. I know I've seen this in your readings before. You've heard it all before. I keep on seeing this and I'm seeing it again. This is this unfair situation. This is the situation where someone owes you something. I think you've worked hard for something. You work very hard for what you have. And I think someone else has something they don't deserve. And I think this is something that either belonged to you or, yeah, this is something that should be yours. Something that they have that should be yours. That's what I'm seeing in that. And obviously this card's about money, so this is something material. And, you know, obviously there's unfairness in this card as well. This man's giving an imbalanced amount, like he's giving something to one person and not to the other one. So that's not fair at all. So I think this person that owes you whatever this is, they probably see the situation in a totally different way to the way you see it, obviously. And the other thing I'm seeing around them is that they have a lot of support. There's a lot of support around them, a lot of people around them. I'm seeing, you know, a lot of people, family maybe, giving them advice and being very loyal to them. And I think there are one or two people in this family who'd probably forgive anything. You know, they could commit crimes and do horrible things, and these people would say, oh, that's fine, you know, what you're doing is fine. So they have people around them saying, oh, everything you're doing is fine. So they have no reason to see what they're doing is wrong. You know, they just don't have that influence around them. They've got no one telling them, you know, you should really be doing the right thing. And yeah, I know I sound repetitive, but I keep on seeing this in your reading. So I have to say this. I have to keep saying this. This is what I'm seeing here. I'll just tell you this. This isn't something that's just owed to you. This is something that could also benefit someone else, someone who I think deserves this. They deserve to have whatever this is. So clearly you deserve this. But you might feel as if, oh, I don't care about myself. If that's how you feel, think about this other person. That's what I'm seeing there. That might sound a bit confusing, but I keep on seeing, you know, I keep on seeing this thing that's owed to you. And I think it's going to benefit someone else as well, someone who you care about and someone who deserves this, really, really, really deserves this. So think about them, consider them. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to make sense of what I'm seeing here. So the next card you have your past is the Knight of Wands. I'm actually seeing more than one person who might be interested in you romantically. And yeah, I think there might be two people. I think one of them thinks they're in some kind of competition. This is a competition in their head, probably. But there's another person as well. So I think there's one person who's a lot more serious than the other person. It might be that you're in a relationship with one person and the other person's kind of on the sidelines and they think they're in this competition. They think they have a chance with you. It might be that. There's one person, someone who you should stay with, I think. Someone's very, very stable. And there's another one who isn't so stable. And I think the person who you're in a relationship with, if this is resonating, I think they're the stable one. Because what I'm seeing is you've probably chosen, yeah, I think you've chosen the right thing. You've chosen the right person. That's what I'm seeing here. You've chosen the right person. And yeah, someone's not very stable. Like this Knight, they're kind of jumping in and out and they don't quite know what they're doing. And I'm getting this feeling that this person on the sideline is sort of in this for the competition, if that makes sense. And I keep on seeing, you know, if the competition went away, even if this is just a competition in the head, which I think it is, if you took that competition away, they'd probably lose interest. So it's all about the competition for them. It's not about you. And yeah, I keep on getting this feeling that you've chosen the right one, you've chosen the right person, if this is resonating. You know your instincts, and you've been following your instincts, and that's what they've been telling you. They've been telling you who to trust, who will be there for the long term, who you can rely on, and who you won't be able to rely on. And if you do have two people around you and you're not sure which way to go, if it is that, and you're caught between two people, you're not sure, go with your instincts again. I think you know that one of these people is a little bit of a game player. They're not stable. They're kind of only in it for themselves, or in it for the wrong reasons. It's that kind of thing. I think you know which one that is deep down. So yeah, follow your instincts once again. So it's either one, you're with this person, you're in a relationship with the right person, or it might be that you're deciding and your instincts will tell you the right way to go. That's what I'm seeing in that. So the last card you have your past is the Five of Wands. Yeah, I always see this as the mess card. It's like a great big mess. They're all kind of jumbling around fighting, and no one knows kind of what they're fighting or why they're there. And it's a bit like drama, you know. No one knows what was at the beginning of it. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling. Anyway, so yeah, I think you might have tried to pursue getting this thing that's owed to you before in the past. You might have tried. It might not have worked out very well. You might have given up on this. You might have said, well, it's too much effort. They're a great big drama. I'm just going to give up on this. But again, I think you should be thinking of someone else as well. I'm seeing that again. But anyway, I am seeing family. I think this is their family. This person who owes you this thing. There's a lot of mess, obviously. There's a lot of disruption. So they probably have a messy family. And yeah, there's chaos around this. And there's one person who's standing out to me in this family, and I think this is a woman. This is a person who probably fight to the death for this person. And this person might be an ex, I think, because I keep on seeing family around this person, and I keep on seeing that you know this family, or you knew this family. You're quite familiar with a lot of these people, used to see them. And so what I'm seeing is, yeah, go into this very, very carefully. Again, I'm trying to get you to pursue this. I don't think you should leave this alone. I think this is owed to you. I think you should go for this. I know I keep on saying that. That's what I'm seeing here. When you go in, if you go in, I hope you do, go in with facts. I'm seeing that quite clearly. Try not to get into kind of he said, she said, they said, whatever, because I'm getting this feeling that this family kind of thrives on drama and chaos and all of that kind of thing. And if you start going in that kind of a way, they're going to eat this up, they're going to love this, and they're going to create more drama. It's not going to get anyone anywhere. Because if you look at this card, they're all fighting, but nobody's getting anywhere. Nobody's a winner. So I think come into this very, very calmly, the opposite way that they are. Come in with facts. It might have to go to court if this is something that's that serious. It might not. It might go to mediation. It might not be something that serious. But it's something where you're going to have to be the opposite of them, and you've got to deal with fact in a very calm way, because they're dealing with gossip and crazy and all sorts of things like that, and they're not calm at all. So that's what I'm seeing, you having to be the opposite of them, and that's what's going to get you to where you want to go. That's what I'm seeing in that card. I hope that makes sense to you. So the first card you have here present is the Lovers. So yeah, I'm seeing this quite literally, actually. I was seeing two people who were interested in you, and I think you had to make a decision, because this card's about decisions. And I think you are either leaning toward the right person, or you are with the right person. I'm seeing that again here. And you know who that is. And I'm actually seeing a connection that might have started off really passionately. You know, it's like you started off as lovers before you actually got to know each other properly. I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think things are probably evolving from that into something a lot deeper. You know, if they're not evolving now, they probably will soon. You'll probably notice this. And, you know, I think at the beginning they might have pursued you more than you pursued them, or they kind of chased you. I'm getting this sort of excited but slightly scared feeling around this as well. So you might have gotten together really quickly, and it was a bit of a whirlwind, and yet now you're like, oh, now I'm in this, and I'm getting feelings, and I really feel this, and it's getting deeper, and I don't know if I'm ready for this. It might be that kind of feeling. But, you know, things are evolving, and this is really, really positive. And I think if this other person who's on the outside of this, who sees this kind of competition, if they're waiting in the wings, they're going to be waiting for a long, long time, if this is resonating, because I think this is a very, very significant person for you. This might even be the one for you. I'm seeing something very beautiful here, and I'm seeing something that starts off as passion that ends up in a very, very deep, deep connection. That's what I'm seeing there. So, yeah, the next card you have for your past is for your present, is the Two of Cups. So, yeah, here we are again. This is saying exactly the same thing. This couple's already connected, obviously, but this connection's growing deeper. And this card is about, you know, very, very deep connections, growing those deep connections, deep, deep communication, passion as well with this red-winged lion, but it's turning into something a lot deeper. So I'm seeing the same message again in this card. There's definitely more to come. I'm not seeing this as a fully developed relationship yet. This is probably early days. Or if it is a developed relationship, things are going to go a lot deeper than they are now. That's what I'm seeing. I'm saying that because, you know, there's a house on this card, and it's behind this couple. It's kind of on the horizon there, but it's far away from them. So this is like the promise of what's to come down the line. A happy home together, you know, a house together, something like that, a joining of people. So again, I'm seeing that one of you, probably them, because I saw this in the Lovers card, one of you's leading this. I think it's them. And they're wanting to manifest this deep, deep connection. If you look at the man on this card, he has a wreath of red roses around his head. And, you know, red roses obviously represent manifestation. They're all over the Magician card and others as well. And obviously red roses are about passionate love as well. So they're thinking about manifesting more passion with you and a deeper connection with you, love with you. So this looks really, really, really amazing. So I really hope that is resonating with you. The last card you have for your present is the Seven of Wands. So yes, what I'm seeing here is that, yeah, you know the truth about something. I think this might have been in a past reading of yours as well. I'm seeing there's similar things coming up again. So there are a few unresolved things in this reading. So yeah, I think you know some information that some other people don't know. And I think they'd be really surprised if they knew what this is, this thing that you know. And I think this is probably about this person who owes you something. It probably is. I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I think they're hiding something, and I think what they're hiding is something that happened either to you or something that happened between you. It's some involvement with you that they're hiding, something around that. And it's like they're pretending that things happened in a certain way and they actually happened in a completely different way. It's something like that. Now, there's some kind of evidence, and it's something that can't be denied. So once this comes out, no one's going to be able to deny it. It's like the receipts are all over the whole thing. Like you can't argue with it. It's there right in your face. I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So yeah, this is a battle, obviously, on this card. This man's alone, battling a lot of people. And you're probably a bit afraid of having to face this battle all over again. Again, I'm seeing you probably tried before and you're like, I couldn't be bothered with this again. And I can see why, if this is about this messy family that I'm seeing in the Five of Wands. But I think this evidence is going to eventually come out. And if it does, which is what I'm seeing here, the battle won't be as difficult as you're imagining. because I'm seeing this evidence just kind of speaking for itself. It's just going to become very clear to everyone. There's nothing anyone can say. It's just going to come out and it'll be like, okay, we can't argue against this. That's what I'm seeing there. Again, I can't see if this is going to go to court or whether it's that serious or not. I think there might be another party involved in this. An official party, might be mediation, something like that, that comes in and kind of officiates this. But there's going to be so much evidence that, you know, they won't have a leg to stand on. That's what I'm seeing in that card, if this is all resonating with you. So the first card you have, your future, is the King of Wands. Yeah, this is a passionate king. This is the passionate king, the king of passion. This is a really, really, really passionate, beautiful reading as far as love is concerned. So, yeah, this person who loves you, they're a bold person. This is what I'm seeing. There might be a few issues here. They love you deeply, they want to connect with you deeply. There's a big future here. They're an important person in your life. I'm seeing all of that. But they're very, I don't mean to say but, I'm sorry, but yeah, they want to push this. They want to push this. Now, they might be a bit of a pushy person because that's who the King of Wands is. They might want to take things quickly, a bit quicker than you want to. And I think if you want to take things slowly, because I was seeing in the Lovers card that you were a bit, oh, this is all happening, it's a bit too fast for me. I was getting that feeling in that. So if that's how you're feeling or now, or you know how you're going to be feeling, because this is in the future, if this is what's happening and you feel as if, oh, they're taking things really quickly and I'm not quite ready, you're going to have to be very straightforward with them. You're going to have to say straight up, this is happening too quickly, I'm a bit out of my depth, I want to take things slowly, blah, blah, blah. Just be very straightforward and they'll understand. And you're going to have to be straightforward because that's the sort of language they understand. They don't understand hints. They don't understand guessing games. You're going to have to really come out and just say that to them. They're a very bold person. They're a very forward person. They're a fantastic person, but this is just what they're like. So, you know, you'll never be bored with them. You'll never be bored with them. They're a very dynamic person. They really do love and care for you. But if you want to state what you want with them, you have to be very straightforward. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the next card you have for your future is the Empress. So, yeah, again, there's a deep connection. There's a positive connection. That's all over this reading. Again, this is someone who likes to take the lead. They might see you as someone who supports them, like this nurturing Empress who supports her Emperor. Now, I'm not saying that they try to force you into this role, but they're just the kind of person who probably, you know, they just go after what they want. They see things in terms of what they want. They see their partner as someone who goes along with them and supports them. But they're not against you being strong. They're not against you, you know, going your way. They're not against supporting you either. But if you want to be big and strong and bold by yourself, you're going to have to point this out to them. That's what I'm seeing again. You're going to have to be very, very clear with them. And yeah, they're very understanding of your goals as well. They're understanding of your needs, but you need to tell them. They're not going to just see this. You have to tell them. That's quite clear. I know I'm repeating myself. They might be an Aries. It doesn't have to be an Aries, but I feel as though I'm describing an Aries to you. And also, you know, the Empress supports the Emperor, who's the Aries, and also we've got the King of Wands. So it might be, might not be. Anyway, the last card you have for your future is the Six of Wands. So yeah, again, here we are. Here's the victory card. Here's this man up on this horse. He's up. He's got the crowd waving and cheering at him. He thinks he's fantastic. He's up there. He's the leader. Everyone else is following him. So again, this is what this person's like. They see themselves as the achiever. They see themselves as the person who gets all the attention, all the recognition. Now, that doesn't mean they're a horrible, bad, conceited person. It doesn't mean that. They're just naturally like that. It also doesn't mean that they don't see you as capable. They don't see that at all. They just look at everything from their perspective until someone comes and points it out to them. And then like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about that. I was just seeing things from my perspective. That's what it is. Again, Aries, they might be an Aries. They might not be, but I feel like I'm really describing this Aries. So yeah, again, the love's pure, the love's passionate. Again, this is a white horse, but they want good things for you. They want good things for you. But they see other people as joining them and not the other way around. So again, if you don't want that, you're going to have to point this out to them very, very clearly. That's what I'm seeing, and that whole future is about this person. And I really hope that resonates, because they're a fantastic person. Don't think, oh, this is a great big bossy person, because that's not what I'm seeing there.